Imagine you're sitting in the office on a sunny Friday afternoon, and all you can think about is biting into a nice juicy burger and washing it down with a cold fountain Coke. There's a McDonald's that's a few minutes walk away, and so you think, I could probably grab a Big Mac and be back before my lunch break is over. A couple of minutes later, you're standing inside the McDonald's. The place is packed, and the smell of sizzling beef patties is inviting. You head over to the cashier, and there are at least 8 people waiting in line. You look at your watch. Only 20 minutes left of your break. There's no way you'll make it to the front of the line, get your burger, and be back in the office to eat it. Frustrated and twice as hungry, you rush back to work. Now, a Big Mac costs about $5.69 in the United States as of 2024, and a fountain Coke costs around $2.59. That's a little over $8 lost in revenue for McDonald's. Not crazy by any margin. However, a recent study found that more than 68% of customers leave a physical line before their turn because it's too long. Worse still, 82% of consumers actively avoid going to a business if there is a line. From these figures, we can agree McDonald's is losing way more than $8 during busy hours. Or at least it was before 2015. You see, McDonald's had been testing out a new machine that it hoped would increase sales, reduce order errors, and offer its customers greater convenience from as far back as 2004. And in 2015, the multinational fast food chain started rolling out self-ordering kiosks at its US locations with the goal of equipping these machines in all its outlets by 2020. And it turned out much better than anticipated, at least for McDonald's. And I'm not just talking about the 5 to 6% sales increase in just the first year. People were also spending more per order on the self-ordering machine than at the cashier. In the McDonald's CEO's own words, when people dwell more, they tend to select more. So there is a little bit of an average check boost that comes with it. For the consumers, well, the machines were both a good and a bad thing, depending on how you look at it. Now, let's go back to that moment you entered the McDonald's outlet craving a Big Mac. Instead of spelling out your order to a cashier, you're instead standing in front of a self-order machine. And on the screen in front of you, you're presented with several eye-catching menu options. The big, expensive burgers are especially attractive and are at the top of the screen, while cheaper options, well, you'll have to scroll down to find them. This design is not random. It's an effective marketing tactic known as nudging that's used to influence your purchasing decisions. Yes, McDonald's is happy that you want to buy a Big Mac, but they'd be even happier if you bought a double Big Mac or a Big Mac chicken, which are pricier. But it doesn't end with clicking on a pricier burger. You're presented with the option to make it a meal, or just stick with the burger alone. Now, you're probably thinking, easy, I'll just pick my burger and go. However, comparing the two options in front of you, you notice that making it a meal is only a few dollars more than the burger alone. And you get a lot more food, including a Coke. You think, I'm saving some money with this. Regular McMenu or the small McMenu? Of course, the regular feels like a better deal. Notice a pattern here? Psychologically, you're made to believe that the bigger or the more you pick, the more you save. Even after you've selected your meal, McDonald's still recommends more tasty-looking items that would pair perfectly with your food. These two tactics are known as upselling and cross-selling. Remember, as you're adding all these items to your cart, you're not actively aware of your total spending because the price is at the very bottom of the screen, conveniently out of sight. This is a trick called dark pattern, and you can see this tactic again when you're finally checking out, as cashless payment is the top and most prominent option, with cash payment being less visible. After all, research has shown that people typically spend more when paying with their cards than with cash. But if you thought the tricks end there, buckle up. The machine prints out your receipt and immediately goes back to the main menu, where all the appetizing offerings are displayed, to entice you one last time. 5 minutes later, you have a whole lot of food that you probably can't finish, and even if you do finish, you might feel bad about eating it all. And worse still, you're a couple of extra dollars short, and you wonder, how did I get here? Well, that is just how effective the $2.4 billion McDonald's self-ordering machines are. They have arguably ensured the continued success and survival of one of the biggest fast food chains in the world. If you enjoyed this video, please like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more exciting content just like this. Before you leave, don't forget to check out this other video on the screen where I dive into OpenAI's video generation tool that can change video creation forever. Thank you for joining today, and I hope to catch you on the other side.